First up from Pakistan, the former Pak Prime Minister Imran Khan has been arrested after being found guilty in connection with the Toshakhana case and has now been sentenced to 3 years in jail. This means he has been disqualified for 5 years as well. Beyond this, he has also been fined 1 lakh rupees. The case relates to the non-disclosure of gifts presented to the state depository by public officials. Imran Khan had earlier claimed that disclosure would impact ties with other nations as well. This is a significant ruling and it comes just ahead of the Pakistan general elections in which Khan had hoped to win. The former Pak Prime Minister is going to challenge this verdict. On that note, let me also bring to you a message from Imran Khan which was sent out in a private video prior to his arrest, some days before his arrest, in fact.
मेरे पाकिस्तानियों, जब तक ये पैगाम आप तक पहुंचेगा, मुझे ये अरेस्ट कर चुके होंगे और मैं जेल में होऊंगा, तो मेरी आपसे सिर्फ एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है, अपील है कि आपने घरों में चुप करके नहीं बैठना। मैं ये जो जद्दोजहद कर रहा हूं, ये अपनी जात के लिए नहीं कर रहा, ये अपनी कौम के लिए कर रहा हूं, आपके लिए कर रहा हूं, आपके बच्चों के मुस्तकबिल के लिए कर रहा हूं। जिस तरह मैं कहता हूं, जंजीरें गिरती नहीं हैं, तोड़नी पड़ती हैं। पुरअमन एहतजाज आपने करते रहना है जब तक कि आपको आपका हक नहीं मिलता, और वो सबसे बड़ा फंडामेंटल राइट है वोट के जरिए अपनी हुकूमत मुंतखब करना, ना तो किसी और कोई कब्जा ग्रुप इस मुल्क के ऊपर कब्जा करके बैठ जाए जो आज कब्जा करके बैठा हुआ है।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मुझे एहसास है कि आज पाकिस्तानी और तहरीक इंसाफ से मुंसलिक हर कारकुन इश्तराक की कैफियत पे है। जो आज फैसला आया है उसको लोगों ने इंसाफ के तकाजों के बरक्स जाना है, और जो एक बुनियादी हक था इमरान खान का, एक फेयर ट्रायल का, आर्टिकल 10A के तहत वो मुयस्सर नहीं हुआ। मुझे इश्तराक की कैफियत का इल्म है और हमने सबने मिलकर उनकी आजादी के लिए अपनी जद्दोजहद जारी रखनी है।
All right, Pakistani journalist Mona Alam joins me live from Pakistan. Let's quickly go across to Mona. Mona, considering the caretaker government is all set to come in, the PMLN and Pakistan People's Party have also reached a consensus over the matters of caretaker setup, even the electoral reforms. How do you view the timing of Imran Khan's arrest?
Yes, there's no denying that it's going to have a great impact on the political landscape, and that too just ahead of the election. Imran Khan has been arrested. I'm sure it will further dent his party and his party's chairmanship, which is apparently with Imran Khan as of now, but certainly I'm sure this too will change. His arrest is going to change a lot of things, and in also the same continuity, I think they're also planning to ban the party. Because there have been certain legislations which have been passed by our parliament, and they do not go along well with the PTI, especially after the 9th of May and whatever has evolved after the 9th of May. So I think there are troubles which are further growing for Imran Khan, and he's certainly in hot water.
All right, Mona, many political analysts are skeptical about the future of PTI, that too at a time when a ban on PTI is also being considered. What happens to PTI now if this arrest actually is not quashed at a higher court, or as far as Imran Khan's arrest is concerned?
Whichever party which is under suppression or under oppression, it seems to go really well with the public. This is the general sentiment which remains in Pakistan, especially with those who are oppressed and suppressed. Since oppression and suppression is for PTI these days, so certainly the public has also, changed the tide, and they've been favoring PTI for these reasons. So it will, of course, remain a political force to reckon with. But who will be the chairman of this political force, whether or not Imran Khan will be freed of this punishment? Because we must also recall that this punishment is by the session court. It is to be challenged in the High Court. And it will be further challenged if the High Court doesn't give them relief. They will further challenge it in the Supreme Court. And as per my information, the PTI and their legal team has already decided to take it to the Supreme Court. So in case this decision is quashed, that will be a great relief for Imran Khan. But if the decision is chosen to stay after whatever the challenges that the PTI is doing for Imran Khan to come back as the chairman and for the PTI to remain intact as a political party ahead of the election, I think if the party is undamaged and it still remains as a political entity and as a viable political entity, I am sure it will give a really tough time to the political party.
All right. Mona, we've seen Pakistan plunge into massive unrest when Khan was arrested earlier in May. How challenging will security be, not just for the paramilitary forces, but also for the government, not to forget that the caretaker government is in fact about to step in?
The people here in power in the government, they still seem to claim that all of it was orchestrated by Imran Khan. It was a pre-planned attack on the state of Pakistan, on military installations of Pakistan. So yes, this too is a case, by the way, which is ongoing as we speak against the PTI and against Imran Khan. So let's see where it goes from here. But certainly, I've seen political leaders from PTI, likes of Shah Mahmood Qureshi and others from his party, who are urging their followers to stay calm and to protest peacefully, come what may, do not get violent. So these are people who were nowhere in sight on the 9th of May. They should have given these sermons back in the day, and if they had done so, I'm sure their party would have been in a much better position today. But unfortunately, that never happened, and whatever happened on the 9th of May is the prime reason of the PTI being in doldrums.
Absolutely. Many thanks to you, Mona, for bringing in all those latest inputs and for joining World 360. But that's not all that's happening in Pakistan. The country's National Assembly has also passed a bill to form a financial crimes authority. The main aim of this body will be to curb problems that Pakistan frequently faces, which is money laundering and terror financing. The next step is for the bill to be signed by Pakistan's President Arif Alvi. The bill is also supposed to help the country avoid the FATF's grey list if it's properly implemented. Remember, last year Pakistan was taken off the grey list of the FATF, the global watchdog on terror financing and money laundering, 4 years after the country was put in the infamous categorization. Let's try and get in a sense of perspective in terms of what this bill will mean. And for that, I'm joined in by a lawyer from Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Ahmed Pansota, who's joining us live. Thank you so much, Mr. Pansota. Now, is there any divide within the legal community in Pakistan when it comes to this bill?
Well, as far as the legal community is concerned, it may have its concerns on the way this legislation was passed, because in the last few days, government has approximately, I would say, passed about 54 legislations in a period of 2 days. So yes, there can be a haste associated with this legislation. But apart from that, the content of the legislation, I believe, is certainly something that any government should have done long time back. When this law was made, initially the authority should have been made. There are several other laws in Pakistan where which talk about the creation of an authority, but the authority was never made. So this law, I think, if it required any changes, should have been done much earlier. But I don't see, as far as the substance or the content of this law is concerned, any problems.